Welcome into Cozy's Ghost Adventures. Today I'm going to tell you a story about my friend named Brenda and also her friend named Jamie. So let's get into it. Alright, here we go. It was a cold, crisp fall evening and the clock had just struck midnight. Brenda and her best friend Jamie had settled in for what promised to be a late night adventure and hangout. The two were sitting in Jamie's cozy living room, surrounded by half-made sandwiches, salamis and ham and mayonnaise, pickles, all kinds of lettuce and tomato, the best sandwiches in the world. And of course, multiple bowls of chips, Doritos, Fritos, all that good stuff. The Green Bay Packers were on the television, which was Brenda's and Jamie's favorite team, playing an intense game against the Dallas Cowboys, where Dez Bryant caught the ball. But they said that he didn't. And that was years and years ago. But anyways, their focus kept drifting off to something much more eerie. For hours, they had been binge watching Cozy's Ghost Adventures all night long. The latest episode was about an abandoned mansion that was humored to be haunted by restless spirits. The episode had been spooky enough, but when the show ended, Jamie pulled out her phone. "I found something cool," Jamie whispered to Brenda. "This is a live stream from a haunted house, and they say you can hear spirits talking. Let's check this out for a bit." "Switch it up a little bit," Jamie says to the Brenda. The Brenda now hesitated, but agreed. The thrill of the unknown is always way too much for Brenda to resist. She just loves it. She loves ghosts. She loves ghost hunting. Go, Brenda, yay, Brenda! Alright, the live stream showed a dark hallway. The camera shaky as if someone was walking right through it. The sound was muffled, but the occasional creak of floorboards could be heard. Creak, creak, creak. They sat quietly for a moment. The only noise, the muffled commentary of a Packers game in the background with the Cowboys. But then, something strange happened. A low, whispering sound echoed through the speakers of the television. Neither of them could make out the words, but it sent an icy shiver down their spines. "Brenda, Jamie." "Did you hear that?" Brenda asked. Her voice was trembling now slightly. "Yeah, that's weird," Jamie replied. Her eyes were wider than you can imagine. She reached for her sandwich at this time, but stopped halfway. Sensing something was off in the air. And then they heard it again. The whisper grew louder. "Brenda, Jamie." And this time it was a lot clearer and closer to them. It sounded like a name. Brenda. Brenda, 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 Brenda. Anyways, the chill in the room intensified at this point a lot. Brenda looked at Jamie. Her face was now pale, as you can imagine, right? "I swear I'd never heard that before," Jamie said, her eyes glued to the screen now. Suddenly, the camera jerked and then fell to the ground, creating a disorienting blur. The screen turned black for a moment before it flickered on. What they saw that made their hearts race. It blew their balls off. They can't even believe it. So it was a shadowy figure. Just like that, my printer turns on by itself. So there you go. They can feel the tension in the air. It was a shadowy figure that stood at the end of the hallway, just outside the camera's view. It was tall. Its features were indistinguishable, perhaps, pretty much. But its presence was undeniable. It was there. Brenda's stomach twisted into knots. She grabbed Jamie's hand. We need to turn it off! Now! But Jamie was frozen solid. She could not make a move. Not even a move. Unable to tear her eyes away, the shadow figure moved, gliding gently, silently towards the camera. Just before it reached the lens, the lights in the room flickered. The lights in the room flickered. Both of the girls jumped, their sandwiches long forgotten, now lying abandoned on the table. They glanced nervously towards the TV, where the shadow had now vanished. All that was left was static. Without saying another damn word, Jamie quickly grabbed the remote and shut the TV off. The eerie quiet filled the room. That was not normal, Brenda said, her voice barely a whisper. No, it wasn't, Jamie agreed. It was kind of like it was trying to reach us, no? What do you think, Brenda? Jamie said. They both now stood up, the air still feeling colder than before. But as they turned toward the kitchen, they heard it again. A faint whisper, as if someone was speaking right behind them. Neither one of them dared to look back at that point. Anyways, so the next morning, Jamie found an odd message on her phone. A notification from the live stream. It was a picture of the hallway with a single line of text beneath it. Brenda will visit soon. I repeat, Brenda will visit soon. Brenda and Jamie never spoke of that night again. But every time they heard the Packers on TV or saw a Cozy's live Ghost Adventure episode come up, they'd exchange uneasy glances with each other, remembering that shadow and the name that it had whispered. And every so often, y'all, when the air was still and the house was quiet, they would swear they heard very soft footsteps slowly creeping in towards the kitchen every time. Where the sandwiches sat there that day long forgotten. The end! Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more stories like this one. Comment down below. Peace!